They said, one pin could end a life. The ominous sound of a pin dragging across wax fills the silence, a prelude to untold horror. The darkness deepens, and the dragging grows more intense. The dragging continues, the sound a harbinger of an impending doom. The sound of the pin lingers. The narrator whispers, they said, one pin could end a life. The sound fades into silence. Under the cloak of night, a humble cottage glows with the warm embrace of candlelight. Shadows dance around a cloaked figure, hinting at secrets within the cottage walls. The cloaked woman shapes wax with practiced hands, her actions shrouded in mystery. The cloaked woman's cloak rustles softly as she leans over the table, absorbed in her craft. The gentle crackle of the candle accompanies the cloaked woman, the only sound in the still night. A medieval village bustles with life, a palpable tension simmering beneath the surface. Narrator, V.O. In medieval France, fear of witchcraft was everywhere. Narrator, 5.0. A poor harvest, witchcraft. A sick cow, witchcraft. Narrator, V.O. And when something couldn't be explained, suspicion always found a target. Frantic woodcuts depict witch trials, a stark reminder of a dark past. Close-ups of parchment reveal indecipherable Latin script, secrets shrouded in mystery. A church bell tolls ominously, its sound echoing through the ages. The woodcuts depict figures pointing accusingly, their faces contorted in fear and suspicion. The ancient parchment hints at forbidden knowledge, its secrets forever locked within its yellowed pages. The church bell continues to toll, its mournful sound a constant reminder of past tragedies. The courtroom stands silent, heavy with age and shadowed by accusation. Dust motes swirl in the faint light, illuminating the weight of history. Narrator, V.O. The courts believed in something called maleficium, the evil act of causing harm through supernatural means. Narrator, V.O. And one of the most feared tools was the wax poppet. The very air seems to whisper tales of maleficium and the dreaded wax poppet. Under the cloak of night, hands emerge, poised and deliberate. Pale wax awaits, ready to be shaped into a form most unsettling. With meticulous precision, the wax begins to yield, molded into the likeness of a tiny human figure. The details sharpen, each curve and contour crafted with unnerving care. A miniature form takes shape, its pale features casting an eerie shadow. The final touches are made, completing the unsettling creation. The courtroom stands desolate, dust swirling in the faint light, as if the very air holds the weight of past judgments. A voice echoes through the chamber, narrating a tale from centuries past. One trial record from the 1500s tells of a widow accused after her neighbor fell ill. Whispers of accusation rise as villagers claim they'd seen her crafting a tiny wax figure the neighbor's likeness. Tension mounts as the woman heated a pin over a flame and drove it into the doll's chest. The cottage is shrouded in shadows, the only light source being flickering candlelight. A faint hiss of hot metal echoes in the silence. Suddenly, a sharp stab pierces the air. The long, distorted shadows dance ominously. Sunlight barely penetrates the woven walls of the humble hut, casting long shadows across the room. The neighbor lies in his bed, his body racked with feverish tremors and labored breaths. Whispers of fear spread among the villagers, huddled outside, their faces etched with growing terror. The narrator's voice echoes through the village. Within days, the neighbor was bedridden, feverish, gasping for breath. The village panicked. The curse had begun. In the dead of night, a solitary candle struggles to pierce the gloom, its light painting the cottage walls with shadows that writhe and twist. Perched ominously on the table, a crude wax doll awaits, its stillness amplifying the surrounding unease. A crucifix casts an immense, distorted shadow over the doll, intensifying the palpable dread that hangs heavy in the air. The scene is thick, with a suffocating sense of foreboding. As darkness seems to encroach from every corner of the small cottage, the village stands silent. Houses huddled close, as if for protection against an unseen dread. Whispers snake through the village, each villager's glance heavy with suspicion and fear. Eyes dart furtively towards a lonely cottage, its shadows hinting at dark secrets and whispered curses. A voice echoes, laden with dread. When the neighbor died, the villagers had no doubt. The widow's magic had killed her. The cottage sits in stark isolation, a silent testament to accusations and whispered condemnations. Inside the dim archives, dust motes swirl in the sunlight, illuminating towering stacks of ancient trial records. A white-gloved hand delicately turns the fragile pages of a trial record, its script in faded old French. The ancient words reveal a widow's accusation, a tale of long-forgotten justice and sorrow. The weight of history hangs heavy as the accusation comes to light, echoing through the silent archives. Sunlight floods the historian's office, each ray highlighting the countless stories held within the towering bookshelves. An old microphone stands ready, a silent witness to tales waiting to be told. The narrator's voice echoes, challenging perceptions. But historians looking back tell a different story. The so-called poppet could be made from beeswax sold in local markets. Pins, every household had them. Illness, common and often sudden. A wax doll sits frozen, its glassy eyes reflecting an eternal, silent vigil. The villager coughs violently, each spasm a stark reminder of mortality. The wax doll remains unchanged, its stillness a cruel counterpoint to the villager's suffering. The villager's breath hitches, their body trembling as they fight for each gasp. The split screen emphasizes the chasm between life and lifelessness. From total darkness, a medieval village slowly emerges, revealing an unsettling calm. The village awakens, its inhabitants moving with a muted sense of foreboding. In the narrator's voice, it may have been coincidence or the power of suggestion. In an age of superstition, if someone believed they'd been cursed, their mind and body could make it feel real. An invisible curse takes hold, its power amplified by fear and ancient beliefs. In the dim cottage, a woman carefully places the doll on the shelf. She extinguishes the candle, and darkness consumes the room. Narrator, VO. Was the pinprick curse real magic, or just fear given shape? In the shadows of medieval France, belief could be as deadly as any spell. On-screen text appears, fact or fear. The doll sits alone in the darkness, an eerie silence descending. A faint echo of a pin dropping pierces the silence.